mean, Hollywood is crazy. At first they had the Mexican with Brad Pitt, and now they've got The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise. Well, I've written the film. Maybe they'll produce my film, The Last on Earth, starring Tom Hanks. How about that?
We've got 2 days to save the damm.
What's the matter with you, Wallace? Are you men court-martialed for your kind of lip?
I guess I'm in shock. We don't see too many white folks around here.
You don't see many, what? Well, how many of you, people are there here?
People? You mean how many black men in this company?
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
Howdy folks, and welcome to the Spaghetti Theater. For the Spaghetti Theater review, Crispin number 4, Popcorn Crispin. How the hell did you get here so fast? That is good popcorn, Crispin. Happy January, folks. It's the month of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. One of my favorite historical figures, since he realized that in order for change to happen, well, you actually have to get off your ass and do something about it. Even if it gets you killed when you step out on the balcony for a smoke. You need to stand in the middle of your nation's capital and scream it from a podium, even though you really shouldn't have to in the first place. Only this is Earth, and we are the humans. So such things have had to happen. And even though things are still not perfect today in 2025, they're a hell of a lot better than they once were. And that's why I decided to review a movie with a nearly all-black cast, in a story that highlights the struggles that they had to endure for, well, being black. Yeah, racism makes no sense. So I went with this pretty much unheard of TV movie that came out in 1970. Carter's Army. Oh yeah, that was the original title. Or its retitle. Either way, it's known by both titles. However, Black Brigade is a far more suitable title, in my opinion, of course. Fucking Carter's Army. And I know what you're thinking, a TV movie? Aww, it's gonna be low-budget TV quality shit. Well, yeah, a little. But it still manages to be a good film at the same time. That even features a few stars before there were stars. Most notably, Richard Pryor, everybody, the frightened puss of the group. And even Billy D. Williams as this knife-throwing bad boy. This was produced and co-written by none other than Aaron Spelling himself, along with the help of Danny Thomas. Yep, Aaron Spelling, the father of Jingle TV and, yep, Tori. Only don't expect any boobs in this film. It's pretty much a sausage fest. The only woman they managed to squeeze into it was Susan Oliver, with a German accent.
I watched my brother put on an uniform and march off to the war.
She was that green chick from Star Trek. So here it is, in remembrance of Martin Luther King and his given day. Black Brigade! The Army needs a bunch of guys to go on a suicide mission, and the Dirty Dozen and Expendables aren't available. So it's gonna be the black guys this time. And don't expect any medals of honor for your heroism or anything, guys. It's still World War II times. And we're gonna bury this shit right alongside Black Captain America. Cause the world's not ready for equality yet, I guess. We gotta do better, I guess. So boom, it's Germany, 1944. Von Ryan's been dead a whole year now. Think they scraped his ass off the tracks yet? And Captain Carter here has been summoned to this old house by this old general.
I never say no to a general. I'll walk to Berlin before I make drinks for you.
Captain, we have people to do that in the Army.
Because he's been selected to go on a very special suicide mission behind enemy lines. Operation London Bridge. Well, that's the code word anyway.
Oh, the code name is London Bridge.
You are Operation Get Behind the Darkies. You will follow Battalion 5 here. And try not to get killed, for God's sake. Yes, soldier.
Have you ever heard of the Emancipation Proclamation?
I don't listen to hip-hop.
So it's you, mustache guy. You won the suicide mission lottery. And their plan? Well, on paper it's quite simple, you see. Behind enemy lines, there is this dam.
What kind of dam?
You know, a dam. A thing that holds back water. Anyway, if this dam happened to be destroyed, it could cause a massive delay in the Allied armies advance into Germany.
They'll stall our advance for at least 2 days and flood the valley.
An eventual takeover of Berlin, thus dragging out World War II even longer. And nobody wants that shit, so it's only a matter of time before the Germans blow it up themselves just to keep the Americans and the British out of there. So Captain Carter's mission is to go in, take over, and secure that dam. And keep it secured until the Allied troops arrive. A dam that is no doubtably being guarded heavily by the Germans. So they need to act now if they're gonna save that damn dam. And here's how you're gonna do it, Carter. They have it all mapped out for you. You parachute in, where you'll be greeted by the unit stationed down there.
You'll be flown to B Company and dropped.
That will be your company now. Just take over. After that, you're to spend the night in this American-friendly cabin, followed by a trip down this road to this abandoned winery. That will be your base of operations for the big attack on the Hitler Dam. And oh yeah, Captain Carter, even though you don't really have a choice in the matter, General Old Guy will see that you're promoted for this shit.
I'll see that you get a promotion.
If you survive, idiot. Only not the Black Brigade. Fuck those guys who we haven't even met yet. So cut immediately to Captain Carter's grumpy ass as he parachutes out of this plane and into enemy territory. He lands safely and quickly hides his parachute so Columbo doesn't find it when, fuck, he found us. Damn it, Columbo!
I sent the officer who brought me up here back down for dinner.
I should have known I couldn't outsmart you. So Captain Carter wanders around looking for that unit he's supposed to meet up with and take over, and finds this dope just sitting around instead. So he sneaks up on him and, hey, it's young Richard Pryor, everyone, wearing a raspberry beret. Yeah, playing an army private. Only, where's the rest of the Black Brigade, Richard Pryor? Carter wonders.
Where's the outfit?
So he has Private Pryor take him to them.
Your helmet.
So cut to the leader of the Black Brigade, this guy, Wallace, the guy from Star Trek 3, as he plays chess with the company's doctor. This guy, actor Moses Gunn, the guy from The Never-Ending Story. And once they're through, Captain Carter busts right in, all racist McDick-like.
What can I do for you?
You can salute, boy.
Demanding all sorts of respect that he just doesn't deserve.
And I'll break your arm if you don't.
He expects Wallace to just grovel at the presence of a superior white a-hole like him. Only no. So he asks, in the most racist way that he can, exactly how many black guys are in this company.
Well, how many of you people out of here?
People.
Yep, the classic racist "you people" line was around even then. So fine, Captain of the KKK, come and meet the rest of the company. I think you're gonna love him. You racist Irish leprechaun, you. So Wallace takes him over to the next tent and points out the rest of the company. Right over there, opening credits and all. Gambling away and having a good old time too. It's the Black Brigade, everyone. The credits say so. What a fun looking group. This is the company I want to be in. You wouldn't even think there was a war going on. So after seeing that opening credits montage, Carter decides not to be introduced. And takes the hell off for now, as we get to meet some of the brigade, like young Billy D. Williams here, who abuses this guy, the deaf one. Fuzzy, they call him. Yeah, they let a deaf guy go to war. And even Billy D. Williams abuses him with a cabbage. So I guess he's just their whipping boy. What the shit? God hates this guy. Black, deaf, behind enemy lines in Nazi Germany? Thanks, God. Go give Billy D. Williams a beer.
All he's good for is sweeping up the place.
So once Wallace heads back to his tent, Captain Carter pops back up out of nowhere to fill Wallace in on exactly why he's here. Since normally they take orders from some other white asshole that they never even see. So Carter fills him in on the whole damn mission and tells him that they're moving out in the morning. So cut to the next morning as Wallace presents the Black Brigade to Captain Carter, who's not very impressed with the tired bunch he sees before him. like shoe putter honor here. We're smoking guy, Lando Calrissian. Hello, what have we here? Or Mean Joe Green. I mean, former football player Rosie Greer, everybody. So annoyed now, Carter takes Wallace into this tent so that he can dump on his brigade.
This isn't a company. It's a circus.
Only Carter defends them.
They can do it.
How do you figure? They aren't even soldiers.
They are soldiers, Captain.
Up until this point, the Black Brigade's only been used to do the rest of the Army's janitorial work, pretty much, and don't even consider them real soldiers.
This is a service company, Carter. Sanitation detail, mess detail, burial detail. Don't tell me they're not soldiers because they don't fight.
So Captain Carter says this shit.
They're black men doing what they know how to do. The Army just gave them a job doing it.
And what's that, Carter? Be lazy? Fuck you, man. You racist asshole. Really? Oh yeah, it's still 1944. I keep forgetting. It's no fucking excuse, though. What do you do besides be a shithead? Well, it doesn't matter either way. He's here to complete that damn mission and needs 7 men from the Black Brigade to help him do it.
I need 7 men. You and 6 volunteers.
Only it's up to him to pick the other 6. Which he's not too happy about since he knows there's a really good chance they're all gonna be killed.
So as you can get them killed?
Which matters not to Captain Carter of Ducia.
I want 6 volunteers.
You're getting a nice studio echo sound out of this tent in the middle of Germany. But okay, so Wallace tells him exactly what he thinks of him and his stupid damn mission.
I hope the first bullet hits you right between your big blue eye.
Yeah, or right in that stupid fucking mustache.
Bowling sure makes me hot and thirsty.
This is a job for Kool-Aid. Hey, Kool-Aid!
Oh yeah! Kool-Aid here, bringing you fun. Kool-Aid's got thirst on the run. Get a big, wide, happy ear to hear Kool-Aid smile. Cause the biggest smile is a Kool-Aid smile. A Kool-Aid smile, a Kool-Aid smile.
Your friend's cool. My friend's Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid brand soft.
So Wallace complies. He picks 6 men from his company at random to join him and Carter on this damn mission. And the lucky 6? Well, Richard Pryor, of course, in his raspberry beret. Is that raspberry? It looks raspberry to me. Billy D. Williams, too, of course. Can't go without Lando, the never-ending story doctor. Rosie Greer, aka Big Jim in this movie. This guy who's the writer of the group and would go on to be the guy from Gremlins. And finally, the deaf guy. Really? Sure you don't want to pick another guy at random? No? Fine. Deaf guy it is. Sorry, Fuzzy. But you're fucked. Feel free to just kill yourself right now, I guess. So time to move up. So the writer has the doctor hold on to his notes for now, who immediately breaks his trust and reads them anyway, only to find his writings are an inaccurate bunch of shit.
I will receive the Medal of Honor at a ceremony when we reach Berlin.
He's a dreamer, but he's not the only one. So they move out and march across the lands, through this national park. Hey, isn't this where Logan got killed in Logan? As Carter gets to know his men a little better. Like, this guy is actually a physics teacher. So in your face, Captain Carter.
What's he teach? Arithmetic?
No, physics.
You dumb army idiot.
What? Physics.
Then on to Billy D. Williams, who shows off his impressive knife-throwing skills.
Know how to use that thing?
That's in Harlem, baby. If you'd have come near me then, I'd have used it on you.
A split Captain Carter's knife in twain! Don't cut away real quick. They're running now. Then they start to follow this road to that American-friendly farmhouse they were talking about earlier, which Wallace doesn't like since it puts them right out in the open when, yep, he was right, a German plane, everybody! Get down! Take cover! So they all do, except for Fuzzy McDefferton, who has no idea what is going on and is easily gunned down in all the confusion. Pow, 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 pow. Fuzzy, the deaf guy, is dead. Yeah, didn't see that coming. Why was he here in the first place? You don't let people with flat feet in the army, but a black deaf old guy is A-okay. But oh well. At least they saved an hour of time at the cost of Fuzzy's life.
We saved an hour, Captain.
May you rest in peace, Fuzzy. If you want to call what he had a life. Fucking society. So, bury Fuzzy, right guys? Get a shovel or something. Bury him off to the side of the road somewhere.
In time.
Only no, Carter claims there's no time, even though you didn't save a fucking hour. So Fuzzy gets to rot right there in the road. That's when Wallace, Matthew McConaughey, from A Time to Kill him with this sweet bird.
Would there be time if he was white?
Yeah.
Now imagine she's white.
Now imagine he's white. Imagine he's John Wayne, you red, white, and blue asshole. We'd be giving him a 21-gun salute then, wouldn't we? Even the red shirts on Star Trek were showing more respect. So fuck him. He was black, deaf, and named Fuzzy. Leave him to the vultures. He's part of the landscape now. Just like any random squirrel in the road. I hate human beings sometimes. Why are we like this, Crispin? Can't we be more like you? You know, not crazy, I guess. So cut to that farmhouse as a bunch of Nazis drive by, while the brigade hides safely in the bushes. Carter sneaks over when the coast is clear and busts right in, only to be met by the homeowner with a gun. This lady, actress Susan Oliver, green chick from Star Trek.
London Bridge.
So he drops the code name on her in order to not get killed.
Is falling down.
My fair lady, ha! So she has the Black Brigade hideout in her barn, as Captain Carter finally fills them in on their damn mission. Which does sound more like a suicide damn mission.
B Company is to proceed to the Wolfgang Dam, 5 kilometers north of the town of Ulster, and secure said dam until the arrival of Allied forces.
Since they don't even know how 7 guys are going to take over a heavily guarded dam. So cut to later, inside Susan Oliver's place, as she talks to a distraught Wallace, who can't stop thinking about getting all his men killed.
That we'll all be dead tomorrow.
For a damn. Yet Susan Oliver has hope, and believes that good will always prevail in the end, and acts as sort of a shrink to him.
Why do you say that?
Telling him that if he believes they'll fail miserably, then they'll probably fail miserably.
But if you believe it, then you will be dead tomorrow.
Sound psychiatrist advice. You hopeless dope. They even start to get affectionate too, when Carter steps in and goes full racist douchebag on him.
Get away from her, Wallace.
All pissed that he dare touch a white woman.
What do you think you're doing? Don't ever let me see you touch a white woman.
Well, she's been green before. Does that count for anything? So she slaps him right in that stupid fucking mustache.
No, so
Take that. This is her home, you David Allen Coe sack of shit.
You are in my house, Captain. Even if there's a war on outside, you are a guest in here.
Show some respect, please.
I feel sorry for you, man.
Right? I feel sorry for him too. He's probably just pissed that she didn't want to make out with his ugly ass. So cut to outside the cabin, where he sorta apologizes to Wallace.
I wasn't thinking.
You're not in Georgia anymore, Carter.
Cause yeah, you're not in Georgia anymore, dipshit. The South will not rise again. Wallace then makes a really good point to him about his attitude about trying to make them all feel smaller than him.
And you make a man feel small when one shot from a friend can save you. And that one shot doesn't come.
Could end up getting him killed. Cause why the hell would they want to help you in the heat of battle, right? So jump cut to later, inside Susan Oliver's cabin, as Carter talks with his superiors over her radio.
This is London Bridge. Come in, Blue News.
And tell him, once again, to just take that damn it.
I'm coming in tomorrow with the 3rd Regiment. That dam better be there.
I'll see that you get a promotion.
Only no time to talk, cause now the Nazis are here. So Carter hides, as Susan Oliver welcomes in the local Nazis for tea and crumpets.
Don't Ryan! You can't hear us ruin.
Hail Hitler, guys. Hail Hitler. Hail Hitler. Come in, sit, food. Back in the barn, a panicky Billy D. Williams wants to just attack now.
Only 5 of them and 7 of us. If we open up on them now, they'll never know it hit them. No.
But there are more of us. Then they're all like, fuck it, let's just get the hell out of here and bail.
Come on, boss, let's split.
That is until Carter returns and says, nope, not without me.
We got a long night.
So they get the hell out of there. Bye forever, Susan Oliver's character. Hope they don't violate her or anything. So they all march on through the cover of night, as Richard Pryor goes on to Rosie Greer about how scared he is of dying. But not Rosie Greer. He's got dying all figured out.
Hey, man, ain't nothing to it.
It's easy, you see.
Just curl up inside of yourself.
Yep, all fetal position like a popple.
Pop goes the popple, pop goes the popple.
Crawl up inside yourself and die, I guess. Only this doesn't help Richard Pryor, so he decides to have an episode instead. And start shooting at imaginary Germans, pow pow pow, before dropping into a ditch and crying like a baby. But since Carter has no time for his shit, threatens to shoot him dead right there in that ditch.
I'd give you the 3.
Unless he gets his shit together right now.
I don't want to die.
So Rosie Greer gives him more sound advice.
There ain't nobody there, buddy. What? Just us chickens.
There ain't nobody here but us chickens. There ain't nobody here at all. So come back again some other day. So he gives him a nice speech about standing up to white.
And he can tell all his white friends, man, I knew that couldn't cut the mustard. They just curl up in a hole and let me shoot him in the head. And 100 years from now, black men will be cleaning latrines just like you and me.
And it actually works, too. Way to go, Rosie Greer. So cut to that abandoned winery, the staging point for the big invasion. And once they verify that it's all clear, they go right into plan time. Except for Richard Pryor and Rosie Greer. They find some wine and start getting trashed.
Go, last one is the wine.
Carter then volunteers Billy D. Williams and the dog to go scout that dam and locate where they've planted all the explosives and then return with the information. Sounds simple, right?
Make a drawing of where the charges are placed and get back here at 1200 hour.
So they take off to do that when this random guy on a building spots them and immediately goes to retrieve his sniper rifle.
And we hope for a day or two of rest after the coming fight.
So jump cut to Richard Pryor and Rosie Greer as they return from drinking, while Carter tries to prepare them for war. But since they're wasted, they just laugh it off.
Now, soldier, shine up those boots and knock your eyes out.
So pissed now, Carter starts giving Rosie Greer shit for not taking this more seriously when bang! That sniper takes out Greer and they all scatter. Guess he won't be playing another season of football. So a horrified Richard Pryor goes over to him and gets to watch the poor guy die. Or curl up inside himself like a popple.
All you got to do is curl up.
See? He's good. He's got this. He knows how to handle this getting killed thing.
It's easy, Shuster.
It's easy.
Pop goes the popple, pop goes the popple, pop goes the popple.
But fuck, I did like Big Jim. May you rest in peace, Rosie Greer. Big Jim. Then back to Wallace and Carter, who after a very quick standoff, take out that stupid sniper. So cut over to Billy D. Williams in the dock as they check out that dam. And they realize that they better hurry because those charges are already being set. So they run the hell back to tell everyone when, boom! A landmine goes off and Billy D. Williams is killed immediately. Great. We hardly knew you. That was a waste of Billy D. Williams.
All he's good for is sweeping up the place.
So cut back to the abandoned winery, where they're starting to get impatient until the doc makes it back half alive and verifies the epic death of Lando Calrissian about how he took on all the Germans with nothing but his throwing knife. Yeah! Wow!
Never mind. It's dead.
No. He just blew up on a landmine. Bye. The end. So he fills them in on the location of all the dam charges and the plunger to detonate it. So Carter actually thanks him.
Thank you, soldier.
And they bail the hell out of there. Except for Richard Pryor, who decides to say fuck this shit.
Goodbye.
And deserts the whole company instead. Bye. I guess he ran off to go film Stir Crazy with Gene Wilder.
Man, we got to get the hell out of here.
So cut to the dam. Nazis everywhere. All ready to blow the shit out of the thing. So they get closer. Only now what do? Just watch it happen? That's when this local farmer and his wagon of hay start to give the Germans shit. So they let him cross the dam. As Richard Pryor rolls out of the back, raspberry beret and all. and guns a-blazing, yeah! So he decided not to desert him after all. Fuck filming stir crazy. He's a hero now, pow 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 pow! Just like Superman, only with a gun. And now he's killing Nazis, so everyone joins in to help. Pryor grabs the detonating plunger and then gets shot, but still manages to throw it off the dam anyway. Way to fucking go, Richard Pryor, as he crawls to safety. Then that writer guy from Gremlins starts fumbling with something in his belt and pow, he's shot dead. Guess he won't be in Gremlins now. That was stupid of you. Wallace and Carter then manage to steal a Jeep and drive it across the dam as Carter guns down every German in sight. Pow, 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 dead. Even the dope in his truck. Pow, crash, dead. They then spin around and drive all the way back to the carnage they started. Corpses everywhere, as Wallace reads from the dead writer guy's bullshit account of everything.
I will receive the Medal of Honor from General Eisenhower.
P.S. I'm also FDR's illegitimate son. Fancy that shit. As for Richard Pryor, well, he's still alive. And kudos to you for deciding to be a hero at the last minute.
I had to decide if I was going to be something or nothing. And I had to do it.
You did the right thing. To Rosie Greer's memory.
And he can tell all his white friends, man, I knew that and cut the mustard.
And Billy D. Williams.
That's in Harlem, baby.
And writer guy, but he was sort of stupid for just fumbling around with his belt like that. And of course, Fuzzy, the deaf guy. Shit, he got fucked over big time. So cut till later, as the Allies finally arrive and drive safely across the dam. As Carter, Wallace, and Pryor just watch. No one stops either. Say, hey, thanks. Yet one dick does throw a shovel at them, tells their lazy asses to get to work and clean up their shit, cause, you know, they're black guys.
Hey, boy, what you standing there for? Hey, boy, you better get some latrines, dog.
Wow, and after all that shit, what a bunch of dicks. Hope you enjoyed safely driving across this dam, guys. But yeah, the black soldier still has no equal respect, which disappoints and pisses off Richard Pryor. I don't blame him. And now, Carter too. Who's starting to see the error of his ways now that he fought side by side with these men and saw what they can do. So he finds Pryor a medic, since, yeah, he did get shot after all. So they take him away in a Jeep as Carter and Wallace walk off together across the dam that they saved from getting blown up by the same countrymen who built it. The end. That was the Black Brigade, folks. What do you think of that, Crispin?
I thought it was quite eye-opening, yes. I have far more respect for the African American now and their struggles.
That was mighty noble of you, Crispin. You didn't say a word through the whole review and then that. Good for you. Now you know. Now you know how stupid humans are. It was a short but not bad little film. It was only an hour and 10 minutes long. It was a TV movie after all. Which leads me to my final thoughts on the Black Brigade. As a white guy, I'll never understand the struggles that black people had to go through because of racism. You either, Crispin. All I know is that I think it's ridiculous, and I'm amazed that it's been a problem for so long. A mere difference in skin color, and you simply think you're better because of that. Makes no sense. Fortunately, most people realize this nowadays, which is why slavery still isn't a thing. I can only hope that it just keeps getting better, until racism is so far in the past that no one even remembers what it is. As for the cast of the Black Brigade, well, there was Stephen Boyd as Carter here. The one thing I do remember him from is Ben-Hur. And of course there was ex-football player Rosie Greer, who even did a voice of himself on The Simpsons once. And with that, I'll end my look at this forgotten TV movie, Black Brigade, in celebration, of course, to Martin Luther King Jr. Day. May your dream live on. Thanks again to all my subscribers and leavers of comments. It's always appreciated as usual. So until next time, adios for now, and I'll see you at the theater. You need a ride home? Alright. Let's go, buddy. I'm gonna take the chair with me too. They'll be pissed if I don't bring the chair back. I'm gonna leave your popcorn just hovering here? Alright.
Inside out they twist and shout. Popples love to party. You'll have a ton of fuzzy fun. Pop goes the popple, pop goes the popple.
When you unpop a popple, you let the fun out of the bag.